Jagmeet Singh is an opposition leader in Canada. His statements are not government statements, and yet this cannot be taken lightly because the government of Canada depends on Jagmeet Singh's party. On Wion Edit, we'll explain how this could have a bearing on the India-Canada relationship. First things first, the relationship between India and Canada is already precarious. Since Justin Trudeau came to power in 2013, things have not been smooth sailing. Now, Trudeau is back in power, but without a majority. Jagmeet Singh's party posted its worst performance in 15 years in Canada, and yet it is the only party that Trudeau can count on for support. So Trudeau will court Jagmeet Singh to get his bills passed. And this complicates the relationship between Canada and India. Discussions on Jagmeet Singh often fall under the grey category. Let me narrate one incident to expose the fault lines in Jagmeet Singh's political ideology. Soon after Jagmeet Singh became the leader of the NDP in October 2017, he gave an interview to the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, CBC. In that interview, Jagmeet Singh was quizzed repeatedly on his view on Talvinder Singh Parmar, the Khalistani terrorist who orchestrated the Air India bombing in 1985. Not once did Jagmeet Singh take a stand. He was asked this question 4 times. The first 3 times he evaded the question. The 4th time he blamed the bombing, but not the Khalistani terrorist. So it's all good to be social media savvy, to be cool, liberal, stylish, but on the issue of terrorism, Jagmeet Singh's record is far from being acceptable. And now he's a political heavyweight in Canada, one that the Canadian Prime Minister cannot ignore. So how will Trudeau balance this potential ally and the partnership with India? That is a key question. New Delhi has been observing what's been happening in Canada. Recently, External Affairs Minister of India S. Jaishankar even penned an op-ed in Canada's National Post. In that write-up, he highlighted what's common between the two countries, India and Canada. The democratic tradition, pluralism in societies, commitment to free market, counter-terror cooperation, climate change, advances in trade and energy. There's a lot that's going for India and Canada together. But India can only offer to revive ties. Canada has to meet India at the halfway mark. But local political compulsions could derail Justin Trudeau's India strategy, especially with the pro-Khalistani voice having a major say in the country's politics. Canada, remember, was the hotbed of Khalistani separatism in the 1980s. Now the issue is all but dead in Punjab in India. Why should it be kept alive in Canada? There is a stark difference between how Canadian Sikhs view the issue and how Indian Sikhs see it. Jagmeet Singh supports the Khalistani cause. He wants self-determination, even if it is only to earn brownie points among his voters. It's more a political position, and this is dangerous politics. It is plain and open support to a separatist group which once existed in India. As long as the Canadian government relies on Jagmeet Singh, there is a real risk of Canada surrendering itself to Khalistani separatists. Khalistani separatism led to the deadliest terror attack in Canada in 1985. Khalistani separatism led to bloodshed in India, and as long as Khalistani sympathizers threatening India exist in the power centers of Canada, the bilateral ties will suffer. India's External Affairs Minister has demonstrated goodwill to Canada. Now the ball is in Justin Trudeau's court. Does Trudeau value the historically strong ties with India, or would he court parties that interfere in India's sovereignty? The answer to this question alone will define the future of this relationship.